Hello. I haven't done this in so long, I actually forgot to add myself to the stage. Yeah, I'm still blonde. So, it's been quite a long time. And I figured it was about time for me to come back and say something now that I am healthy and over everything. So, let's begin. First, I want to say hi to everybody. Hello, little devil. I just made you as a mod. So, and hello, Mr. Pork. And hello, Matt and Lenny. And hopefully, we will have some fun with no tears and craziness and half brain dead blondes. So, how has everybody been for the holidays? I missed Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. We're in 2025. Holy crap. So, how have you been? I have been interesting. So, let me just start by saying that I have not watched anything about me, nor will I. So, if you want to talk about me and think I'm going to watch it, I am not. So feel free to do what you want to do, but just know that I haven't watched anything since my live. I don't intend to, and I'm not going to watch anything going forward. I'm just going to do my own thing, and y'all do what y'all want to do because I'm done with the drama. So let's just say I know that a lot of channels and creators made videos and talked about me. Hey, Freddie, how have you been? I know it's been a long time. I don't know. I was not really healthy all of last year, and it took till the end for me to get sick enough to know it. And, it's been a long time getting better. And hopefully you can tell that I'm back to my old self and I'm ready to get back to doing what I used to do, which was just be funny and talk about funny things. So let me just go back to where it all began, the crime scene of October 2024. So after, hey, little devil. So after my last live, out. Sorry, hate to tell you, wasn't me. You can believe what you want to, but so I haven't watched it. I don't know it. I'm not gonna know it. I'm not gonna watch it. So if you think you're gonna whatever, you're not. So, like I said, I was told that there were a lot of creators who made videos, mocking my medical issues and kind of going after me for ridiculous reasons. And I am kind of a person of logic. So when I make decisions, I don't base them on emotions. I base them on facts. Because if you make decisions where you let your emotions overrule all facts and logic, you're going to sound like an idiot. I mean, an absolute idiot. And I think that was what happened because there was no proof of what anybody said about me, like absolutely none. But I had all sorts of proof of what I was saying. But yet everybody wanted to believe this crazy truth that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, it was like I showed my oxygen at 77 and people were like, she said it was at 50 and she didn't show it at 50. Well, just because you don't show everything doesn't mean nothing happened. I mean, like the things that I was told were said were like ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And, when you think about it, if I was lying, like when people lie and make things up, they do it to get something, right? They don't just lie for no reason. If you're lying about something, you're doing it to get something. So if I was lying, I would have been doing it to get, recognition, views, money, whatever. People don't just lie for no reason. So what would have been, I mean, think about it. What would have been the point of me making this big contrived thing to just leave, to just let my channel like take off memberships and monetization and just leave and not come back for close to 3 months. Like, why would anyone do that? Like, does that make any sense? Like, if I would have been lying, I would have been doing it to get something out of it. And I left. Like, I left. I mean, like, think about that. It just, I mean, it just makes you realize like what level there is of people who just don't like someone, because we all do this. Like, two people could say, I usually hang on a whole different side of YouTube because, oh, good. Well, I haven't seen it either, but I've heard about it. So good. I need to hang out on your side of YouTube, Freddie. I need to. But like, when you think about it, like, we've all had friends who, like, one friend could say something and then a friend you dislike could say something, the same thing, and you'll think badly of the person you dislike and not think badly of the person you like. It's just perception. Perception is everything. So if someone they liked would have done the same exact thing that I would have done, they would have been like, fine. Yeah. But since there were certain people who don't like me for whatever reason, they decided to say, oh, she's lying. And we know this because what? And she's really this because what? I mean, what? Like, I've never heard, beforehand, because all this stuff was said about me before that live. Like, what proof is there of any, and people believe something that there is no proof of over believing something that there's all sorts of proof of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to think, what kind of person takes someone's medical misfortune and turns it into hours of content, calling that person foul names and saying they're a liar and they made it all up? I mean, that's someone who has some serious issues, which is why I'm not going to watch anything, because I think that that's just pathetic. I mean, if you're doing that, that's just pathetic. And I mean, I'm like flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted when I finally, got to a point where I could communicate and have people communicate with me. And I was told this. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, that's fine. And, there was a long time where I was like, well, I'm just not going to go back. Hey, Gone Girl, how are you? I want you to email me, because I want to talk to you like off YouTube, because I haven't talked to you in a long time, and I hadn't talked to you for a while before I left, and I want to see how you're doing as well, because I missed you as well. But, it's funny. There were definitely people that I missed, but it's a very small group, but it was just kind of ridiculous when I heard everything. And there was part of me that was like, okay, I'm just not going to go back, because why? YouTube is horrible. Like, why would I do that? But then I was like, you know what? I came to YouTube for a reason, and I like doing my little thing. So fuck it. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and other people can do what they want to do. And I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to comment on it. And I'm just going to just kind of do my own thing. Hey, RJ, how are you? I'm back, but like, to see for the people who said I was lying, I think they were just seeing what they wanted to see. They were all people who disliked me beforehand and had said those things about me beforehand. And I think they just found an avenue where they could be like, okay, well, now we can totally go for it. We can totally like say that about her. Even though there was no proof, there was plenty of proof to the opposite side. Did your shortness of breath issues get resolved? Yes. I mean, I had low oxygen. I wasn't getting enough oxygen. So that was, and it took a while. And I'm not going to go into one thing that I've decided is I'm not going to talk about personal stuff. Before I kind of was an open book about a lot of things, and I've kind of decided I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to get into like specifics, but yeah, I wasn't getting enough oxygen, and it had slowly been going on for a while. And once we figured out what was causing it and fixed it, everything went back to normal. So, you kind of have to figure out like what the root cause is, and then, you can fix it. But I think that a lot of these people they just didn't like me beforehand, and they found their avenue to like kind of come for me. And unfortunately, that's a big part of YouTube. I thought you're supposed to see, I don't know. I left when I left, and I know my husband was in talks for a lot of reasons, and I'm not going to go into any of that, but I wasn't here to see the specifics of what was said, what wasn't said, and I'm not going to really get into my specific medical issues. So, I know like there was a big chance that I wasn't going to make it, and he was very upset, and things happened, and I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just going to say, because here's the deal. For people who like me, they're going to like me, and they're going to be the people who have been here for a long time. Well, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I don't really care. So, you do you, I'll do me. I don't really care what you think. So that's fine. I mean, do you have any reason to believe, like, is there any proof that it was BS? Is there any reason, or, you just want to believe that? I mean, do you have proof? Like, come on, Yeah. I mean, how old are you, Freddie? I just turned 52. And yes, getting older sucks because all sorts of crazy things happen. And I mean, this is like the second time now, because I had effusive pneumonia like 10 years ago. So this is the second time that I've kind of gone through this routine, and I'm done with it. Like, oh, like once you get into your 50s, you're kind of, I mean, think about it this way. Like, I've lived more life than I'm going to live. Like, I'm over halfway done with life. Like, that's a crazy thing to think about. When you're like 20, you think like, I could live another 80 years. And that's such a huge number. You're just like, but like now I'm like, people die in their 80s. What if I have only 30 years? Like 30 years is not a long time. Scam, lie, fake income, fake boom, fake oxygen, fake death, fake accomplishments. Well, if you want to believe that, believe it. I don't really care. I mean, like I said, like, there is me telling you what happened to me, who in that last live showed my oxygen, showed da-da-da-da-da-da. And then there's other people who are just saying things based on nothing. They're just like, oh, she didn't do this. Oh, she did that. Oh, she's lying. Like I said, if I was lying, why was I lying? Like, what people lie for a reason, because they, don't want to get caught. I mean, no, I showed my oxygen at 70. I'm not going to get it. Lenny, you can think what you want to think. You flip sides more than a fucking pancake. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You were like my friend, then your other people's friend. And then like, I mean, come on, like nobody trusts you at this point. You've been my friend like twice, and in the middle, you were other people's friend. So like, whatever. I didn't lie about anything. And you can either believe me because my behavior and the things that I showed point. I have a real husband, honey, unlike you. And I have children too. So sorry. But I mean, you can look at the evidence that I had on my last live. You can listen to what I'm saying, and you can believe me, or you can believe your nothingness. I mean, like, what evidence is there of anything anybody said? None. They just said it to say it. I mean, hey, Mia Grace. I mean, think about it. Like, I can just imagine these lives. I'm sure there's all these lives saying like, oh, she lied. Oh, she did this. Oh, she's really that. But Was there any proof in any of that? Did they show like, oh, here's proof and of her doing this, and here's like, here it is, black and white. Here she is doing this. Oh, here's a video of her walking around outside when she said she was in a coat. I mean, where's the proof? Where's the proof that like that wasn't my husband? Where's the proof? There is no proof. The only proof is what I showed and what I said. And like I said, you can believe it or you cannot. And I don't really care. That's the thing. I don't really care what people believe, you know? I don't. So I'm coming back and I'm going to do my thing. And I'm still going to do, you know, pointing out life's ridiculousnesses through comedies and live streams. And I'll still do get readies with me and hauls. And the people who want to be around me can be around me. And the people who don't. I don't really care. This is a huge world and a huge internet and a huge YouTube. Why am I insulting people? Okay. All right. Okay. Good for you. All right. There you go. So, like I said, I don't really care what people say or do or think because my self-worth. Hey, PJ's Wish. I rehomed the birds. I completely forgot about that. Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me. I have to tell you, you look a lot better. Yeah, I actually went back and like looked at some of my, and I was like, holy crap. Like I didn't realize, like I knew I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't realize why. I mean, and that's with a lot of illnesses. Like you don't feel good, but you don't know why. And so you just go. And I look back at them, I'm like, oh my God, I look like crap and I sound like crap. Thank you, Chris. I mean, yeah, I was like, I didn't do anything. I hate to tell you, my last live was the last time I was on YouTube. So, I mean, sorry. I mean, like I said, you guys can keep posting comments and you'll just get banned and deleted. I'm not here for you guys. It wasn't okay. You know what? Okay, we're gonna be done saying the same thing over and over again. For the last time, believe what you want to believe. I don't really care. Like I said, sorry. I don't have mods anymore. That's another thing. When I did my first live, I had no mods. See, when I first came here on YouTube, I just did my own thing. I didn't really talk to people. I didn't do lives until I was like a year into it, you know, and I'm going to go back to that. Like, I'm not going to pay attention to other creators. I'm just going to do my own thing and like, you know, talk to my subscribers. And I'm not going to worry about other creators because YouTube is an extremely toxic place. In the 3 years that I've been here, I think I've had off time about as long as I've had on time. And that's because YouTube doesn't define me. Like, I'm not going to be the kind of person who's live once or twice a day, every day, all year. Big Country, last time I watched was whether or not you were streaming from a shed. Yeah, supposedly that was the big rumor that, what was it? My husband kicked me out to the garage or something. And this was really my garage. And I don't know, all this crap. I mean, it's like, it's wide enough for a garage if the closets weren't here. But yeah, that was a big controversy for a while. My little shoes and my little things. But yeah, this is my closet studio thing. So it's about 200 square feet and it's like got where I video and then, you know, clothes and, you know, the makeup stuff and all that stuff. So yeah, this is not a shed. I don't know. But again, that just points out that people are going to say and do and think what they want to for their own reasons. So if you like me, you're gonna, you know, be like, oh yeah, that's a closet. And, you know, because she said that and I'm looking at it and I see, you know, but if you don't like me, hold on, Delia Whipoo. If you don't like me, then you're gonna say, oh, she doesn't really have a closet like that. That must be a shed. And just get nasty and mean about that. Like, that's totally what I'm talking about. Like, if you don't like me, oh my God, I'm blocking because I'm not going to deal with crap. I'm just done. Like, why? That's the thing. Why talk to people? Like, think about it in real life. If in real life you were sitting somewhere, having a conversation with people, and people kept interjecting and like saying bad things about you and being mean to you, what would you do? Would you sit there and listen to them and talk to them? Or would you just be like, I don't know you and you're not telling the truth and you're wrong and you're being rude, and you would kick them out or you would walk away. So why on YouTube do we sit here and entertain people who are just saying wrong and negative things just because they don't like you? I mean, that's one of the things. I'm going to start treating YouTube like real life, because in YouTube, if I was sitting here and someone came in here and did that, I would probably punch them in the mouth and send them away. So why should I sit here and keep looking at negative comments in my chat and having to say the same thing over and over again? I'm not. So if you want to come into my space, because this is my channel and my space, if you want to come here, like if you want to come into my home and try and drag me, you're going to get kicked out. I mean, why wouldn't I? Why is it okay? And why is it wrong for me to just kick people out? Like that is a completely normal thing. Hey, Kelly, but yeah, Delia Whipoo. I mean, obviously I was very, very ill and I was in the hospital for way too long. And I got back in December and I'm happy and I'm healthy and everything is going good. Here, Freddie. Oh, wait, I can't do that from here. Hold on. 1 second here. Let me do something for you, Freddie. Oh, there. There we go. Did I do that? Okay. There we go. Did I do it right? There. Did it do it? Freddie, I think I'm trying to mod you. So chat again so I can see if it really worked. I gotta say your husband. Text was out of there. Did you know your husband? I highly doubt my husband that I died, because I didn't die. But thanks. But hey, Chris, hey, Kelly, hey, everybody. And again, like I'm not dealing with, oh, wait. Well, I did, because you're helpful. So hold on. I don't think I did it though. So hold on. Let me try it again. La, la, la. I have not done this in a long time. There. Now I did it. Now I did it. There we go. All right. Good. Sorry. I'm not really completely up to speed with YouTube yet. Like I've kind of forgotten how to do it. I queen of his words, you lost the battle. Not a sentence, but thank you for trying. Good job. But I think the young people in this world, they have been raised with social media. So they know that meeting people on social media, like they're not necessarily your real friends, like they know you meet someone on, I don't know what my husband did, Tara. I wasn't here. I was in the hospital. So whatever. I can't speak on that. So stop talking about it, because you're just wasting your own breath and you're going to end up blocked if you keep yapping, because I'm not going to sit here and look at things that I've already talked about. I'm being genuine. I don't think that. Okay. So here's the deal. People often misread things, misunderstand things. And if you think he said that, I'm pretty sure you're wrong. If he would have said anything, he might have said, okay, Earth, You are one of the biggest bitches ever, and I'm not dealing with you. So if you have a chat, whoever it was, okay, I'm not gonna have a chat with anybody, but that's okay. I highly doubt it. I think you probably misunderstood, and that was that. So I think young people understand the downfalls of social media, and that when you meet someone online, like, you need to have trepidation. But I think we older people, we get online, okay, go for it. And I think, like, older people, we meet people online and we kind of think like they're friends. And I think we need to realize that if you meet someone online, they aren't necessarily who you think they are. All right, stars. New Jersey Robin. Oh, Max really good. I know. I know. It's funny. Like, there are more people who like me than don't, but the people who don't tend to be the louder ones, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. Because the people who like me aren't making videos and talking shit, And that's why I'm just getting rid of all the comments, because it's just annoying. It's a distraction. Like I said, if you were sitting in public, like hanging out with your friends, and random strangers started coming in who you don't know and you may not like yourself, and they're just yapping, what do? Do you sit there and entertain them, or do you say, go fuck yourself, and kick them out? So I'm just doing what I would do if people were here. And that's part of the problem. Is, do you think if this was real life that people would have said that, like, in real life to real people in a community? Probably not. But they say it here because they're hiding behind a screen, and they can get away with it because nobody really knows. Like, that's the thing. Nobody really knows what happened to me except me and my family. So again, all the people. Oh, your husband was me. I know that he was very upset and very angry, and we actually had a big discussion because he was like, I don't want you, Queen OG is dead. Like, I don't, no more Queen OG. You're not doing that anymore. And like, he was like, we're not going to support you in that. And everyone in my family was like, no, like, you need to cut it off. And he comes from the real, like, real people. He's used to dealing with real people. So he said for him, trying to talk to people online, like, as if it was the real world. He was kind of like, wow, because he was talking to people like he would talk to them if they were there, and he was like getting back, like talking to a 2-year-old. So I think he was really mad. Well, I don't, I'm sure it was upsetting. It's never nice when someone gets sick. But anyway, it's okay to say yours. I wasn't okay. Yeah, sorry. So I was not dealing with addiction, but thank you for trying. That has been said about me since I got here. And it was started by my supposed best friend at the time, but it's never, like, that is just a relic of someone with pink hair trying to drag me. And of course, like, that's the thing. Like, if you're going to say something about somebody, the most salacious thing you can say possible is what's going to work. So that's just what they do. So what better story than to say someone's addicted and da 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 da. So that's what they go with. And it's been happening since I got here, and it's never been true. But I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you can look at something and say, two things. Sorry, I cannot. I don't know what you're talking about, Robin. I'm kind of confused. But anyway, I mean, I'm kind of confused. But anyway, like, I just wonder what kind of people feel the need to continually go with hatred. I mean, think about it this way. for creators on YouTube, we need content, right? And if you are a drama channel and you need fights, you need hatred, you need stories. So when things dry up, what are you going to do? You're going to start a fight with someone, or you're going to make something up about someone. So, I mean, for whatever reason, like I have gotten under people's skin my whole, hey, how are you? Oh my God. I hear the Steelers are doing really well this year. So you need to email me though. I want your number. I think you modded me by mistake. Oh, I was trying to mod Fred. I was trying to mod Fred, and I think I did because you were right under him. There you go. Sorry about that. But now I forget what I was going to say. But again, okay, now I remember what I was saying. See, brain's still a little hoo. But anyway, so if you're a drama channel, you need to go find fights. That's what you do. That's your content. You need to go find fights. And if you don't find a fight, you make a fight up. And if you don't have bullshit about someone, you make it up. And I mean, that's been happening to me since I got here. It's actually been happening my whole life. I mean, I have always been one of those kinds of people who everything is black or white. People either love me or they hate me. And you can see it in the chat. People were either like, we're so glad to see you, we're glad you're okay. Or they're like, oh my God, you were lying and da la 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 la. That's fine. That's totally fine. But if you don't like me, you don't need to be here. That's the thing that I don't understand. If you don't like me, why are you here? If you don't like me and you think I'm this horrible person who lied and made all this stuff up, why would you want to waste your time talking to me? Why would you be at 4:40 on a Friday freaking afternoon? I mean, it's almost 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Why are you here in my live talking to me rather than being out having a beer or watching a movie or having a fun? You know? So if you don't like me, just go. Just go. I don't care. When I started this, I totally was going to say other stuff, but now I'm kind of going on a little rant. But when I came here, I had no intention of being a big creator or doing, I was just I'm, a housewife with kids and, I have extra time when they're at school. So I'm going to make these little comedy things and it'll be fun. That was my whole deal. It's not about liking you. It's sad we will fought upset. I don't know what you're saying, Tara. I'm sorry. But now you made me forget what I was going to say. Oh, but so I just happened to take off and become a channel, but I never cared, nor do I now care about clicks or views or who likes me or who doesn't like me or bloody bloody blah blah blah. It's sad we got upset. I'm sorry that you guys got upset. Again, after my last live, I was not here. So whatever happened after that, sorry, wasn't me. I was off dealing with medical issues. So you can think what you want to think. You can believe me if you want to. You cannot. I mean, again, I will say it again. I find it interesting that there are all these people who didn't like me beforehand, who, with no evidence, decide, you watch, you thought you were playing with, I wasn't playing with anybody because I wasn't here. Sorry. I'm not the kind of person who's going to go show my medical records or blah, blah, blah. I mean, here's the deal. I was sick and I left after that live because I was really, really sick. And my husband tried to help and people tried to help me and whatever. Believe what you want to believe. Again, what, like, people talk about proof. Like, why do you not believe me? What proof is there that what I'm saying isn't true? There's no proof that what I'm saying isn't true. None. But people want to believe that, it's like the kind of thing where what I'm thinking better than what I'm thinking. Like, no, I don't have to tell anyone anything. And I'm not telling anyone anything, really. I'm just saying that what I said was true. And after that last live, I was not on YouTube. So I know there were a lot of things said about me, which I have never seen. I'm not going to look up to see. And if people want to talk about me after this, I'm not going to watch that either. So, newsflash, I'm out of drama. I am done with drama. There's no more drama with me. When I came back the last time, like I said, I don't want any drama. And all I did was tell another creator that things that she thought were said about her were actually said about me. That's all I did. Someone was like, oh, this person said this about me. And I was like, no, that wasn't about you. That was about me. And for some reason, that was me talking about someone enough to make me a bully and a troll and a stalker. Hey, Crystal Langford, how are you, girl? So, and then it took off. And I tried to respond to it a few times, to stand up for myself. And that made me more of a stalker and a bully and blah, 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 blah. So this time, you know what? I don't care. Say what you want. Do what you want. Not going to watch it. Not going to care. So not going to respond. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do my comedy. I'm going to hang out with my people. And the people who don't like me, don't like me. I don't care. I got plenty of things going on in my life. I don't need y'all. Hey, Kimber, how are you? It's good to see you. I know you. Oh, Charlie Girl can't talk to you, Matt. Queen OG, whoever was saying, well, I hate to tell you, but it was a little sketch there for a while. So, well, if I wouldn't have made it, then there would have been some things. And that's all I'm going to say is that, it was touch and go there. And I'm glad that I'm here because it would not have been good for anybody if I didn't, but I did. And I'm here and I'm healthy and I'm happy and I'm back to my old self. And that's all that matters to me. Hey, Pooh, how are you? Well, I like you too, KK, no matter what. And dealing with you, don't worry, because what I'm going to concentrate on is the comedy and lives and people who I like. So if you like me, I like you. If you don't like me, go fuck yourself. That's all I got to say. I mean, seriously, again, it's almost 5:00 and there are people sitting here yapping bullshit against me. Like, what kind of life do you have? So what are you talking about, Robin? I just said, quote unquote, if you like me, I like you. So here's the deal. I don't know anything about what you're talking about because I wasn't here for that. So I don't know what to say. All I can say is that I was very ill in October. I am FOMO. Yeah, I miss Pooh's live. I think Pooh might be one of the, I might watch one or two channels and they're going to be good channels, not. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I was very ill. And after that live, I left to have to take care of my medical issues. And I did. And I'm sorry for what happened after that. I wasn't privy to it. I wasn't here for it. I couldn't control it. But, I'm sorry. All I can tell you is I was very ill and I had to leave to take care of my medical issues. And I did. And I'm back now and I feel great. And like I just said, 5 minutes before that, all I've ever cared about was having subscribers that like, having some good with some good people. I don't care if it's 5 people or 500 people. When I came here, I was like, I just want to make some fun, funny videos and have a few people like it. And whether that's 2 people, 20 people, 2,000 people, I don't really give a crap. Like, I'm not here to be popular or make money or anything like that. Like, I have that in my real life. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think, like, what kind of person tries to capitalize on someone else's illness? I mean, that's just really grimy to me. And even take a step back from that, what kind of people just want to say hateful things about someone for any reason? I mean, think about it that way. I mean, even before that happened, there were people just yapping lies about me, just like, why? Like, what kind of person wants to take down another person? Like, what kind of person wants to make things up about someone else and like yell and scream about someone else to get clicks, views, subscribers, money, fame, feel good, feel better about themselves? I don't know. But I think it's gross and I think it's pathetic. I'm wishing everyone good health. I am too. I'm wishing myself really good health in the new year. Thank God, because I'm just, if I never go to a hospital again, it won't be too soon. But seriously, I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of what drama channels are. Drama channels, bread and butter is drama. And what is drama? It's bitching about someone, fighting with someone, tearing someone down. There's this whole like, I'm going to like call you out. Like, why does someone on YouTube need to call out a complete stranger? Like, why do you care to call out someone? Like, I don't care what someone else does. I'm not going to be sitting here like, oh my God, I think that creator that I know nothing about, that I've watched one video from, really is this. And so I'm going to try and dig up all this dirt to call them out so I can be more popular than them. Oh, I mean, that's what it really is. Like, all these creators sit back here and they're like, oh my God, that Queen OG, she totally ruffles my feathers and just makes me feel bad about myself and just pisses me off. And so I'm going to take her down. What the? Get a life. I mean, really. I mean, think about it. Like, get a life. I mean, I think these are the people who were like unpopular as kids that wanted to become popular on YouTube. It's like they never had popularity in the real world. I've been watching shark eating people videos. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't watch. I started watching YouTube like a couple weeks ago, and I have not watched any channels of anything. I've watched like shark videos. I've watched like like movie stuff and like things that are on Netflix, but like the trolls all, I think, either got blocked or decided it wasn't worth it. Or maybe they got a life and went out on a Friday night and are having a beer or watching a movie or having dinner with their family or having fun. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? I mean, seriously, like if you are sitting here at 5 in the evening, 8 in the evening on the East Coast, and you're sitting here trying to tear down a complete stranger because you don't like them, you are a loser. You are a loser. If you are spending your time trying to tear down and make fun of a complete stranger, you are a loser. If you are trying to show everyone how horrible I am, and you are a loser. I mean, come on. I cannot fathom sitting here writing a huge paragraph at some live of someone I don't know and I don't like. You are a loser. Exactly, Matt. That's why I put it 2 days ago. See, I do have a little bit of brains for a blonde woman. Yeah. I noticed when the last set of people subscribed and I made the chat over that. So dinner was first time cooking. Oh my God. You know what I did, Tara? I got HelloFresh because I'm kind of out of practice with cooking. I don't have any desire to cook. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a really good cook, but I really don't like to cook. I don't know. I think it's a waste of time. I would rather just like have something delivered. So I got HelloFresh and it's really easy, but it's kind of expensive. So I don't know, but it's easy. And then the kids cook with me and then they're like learning to eat new things because they're a little like stagnant. It's like, what do you want? Mac and cheese. I want chicken wings. I want chicken. I mean, it's like the same shit, different day. I've been watching the boring channel, Lawn Care Juggernaut Cabin. You know what's good? Those people who live in RVs. Those channels are good. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of YouTube. I've mainly been watching Netflix. I am a Netflix binger. I should start like a little community post or something and just put like, here are some suggestions for Netflix because you don't even want to know. I've probably hundreds of hours of YouTube. But I mean, I don't know. I just like in looking back, I just think you shouldn't be cooking. I don't want to cook. I don't like to, it's just, I'd rather just like sit down and hang out and eat. Al Blade. Who is that? See, what do they do? What are they about? Is that AI Blades or Al Blades? But anyway, to all the people who want to tear me down, go for it. Go for it. I think I have whittled my way through like YouTube and groups of YouTube and like all the people who like don't like me or can't handle me. Like I think they've all like gone because, like, I mean, he cuts lawns. Oh, that's cool. Like, here's the deal. Since I was little, I've always had a group of girls who just get their panties in a bunch over me. Like I come into a room and it's like, I don't know. They just get butthurt about me. They're like, think I'm like this snob or I'm too pretty or like, I don't know. I think too much of myself or whatever. Like even when I was like in high school and poor as dirt, but I don't know. Like women get bent out of shape about me. It's happened my whole life. It'll probably happen till the day I die. Oh, well, Freddie, I hope you have a really good night and take care of yourself. Hey, Melissa Hart. Well, they didn't think that I would. There was a good chance that I wasn't going to. So, and, that, was just not very fun, but you're going to start doing. You're going to do a movie? You need to do 80s movies. You know what I saw? It was a documentary on the tsunami. You know what else I saw? There was a documentary on how like the world's going to be gone in 5 years because we're like tearing down all the trees. Hello, it appears you're doing well, which is good to see. Yes. Thank you, Amanda. I am doing much better. I think you can tell if you look at my last lives, which I did, I was not doing so well because I looked like absolute nut job. I was just like, bleh. I looked horrible. You're gonna watch your idiot. Oh, where'd you go on vacation, Tara? Well, have a good night, girl. Have a good weekend. Okay. And don't cook tomorrow. Go order something out. But now I forget what I was gonna say. Now I totally forget what I was going to say. See, that's going to happen more and more because now I just have more. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Because I want to talk to you. So anyway. So I've always had this group of people. And when I came on YouTube, I got a group too. And there's been several different groups. So I think I've got through all the groups that are not going to like me. And so good. Like, good. Like, if you don't like me, good. Don't like me. I don't care. But if you think you're going to get something out of talking about me, hate to tell you. And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's unfortunate, but YouTube is a horrible place. It's a horrible place. Like, I don't know how I've managed to survive it, but I have. But like, if you're a drama channel, you have to have drama. You have to go find someone to call out, make memes about and take screenshots of and be mean to and be nasty to and make lies about and blah, 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 blah. Since you go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're going to make me cry. Why do you have to tell me things like that? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gosh, you're going to make me cry. Okay, thank you, Delia Whoopoo. Thank you for getting me emotional. Because I remember you were going through that when I left. So I'm sorry. Sounds just like the community I'm in. Haha. People on YouTube can be brutal. I know. You can't care what people say. I know. Gosh, don't talk to me now. Don't talk to me. You're going to make me cry. But anyway, oh my gosh. See, I just thought of a cat dying. Okay, hold on. I need a minute. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, so YouTube is horrible. Oh my God. Sam is amazing. Sam lets himself, oh my God, I should bring Sam in. He lets you pick him up. He lets you manhandle. I'm going to go get him. Hold on. Let me go grab him. Sam. Oh, come here. You are so big. You are so big and so heavy. Okay. Oh, what I step on? Here we go. Here we go. So when I was gone, he slept first on the bed, and then he slept near the front door because I think he was waiting for me to come home. And he was like bored being back on the bed. And he was so happy when I got home. He like was meowing, but look at him. Look at this little putty. What are you doing? Look, what are you doing? You're not climbing back there. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Huh? Can you believe this was like a wild cat? Oh, Kimber, I'm sorry. What happened to Kimber? Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry. And that's your birthday? My birthday is the 24th. I'm so sorry, Kimber. Gosh, this is going to turn into a really sad live really fast. So I'm going to start crying over everything now because I'm a total crier. Believe it or not, I'm a total crier. But not about people on YouTube because YouTube is pretty pathetic and ridiculous and people on it. Like, that's what I was saying before. Like, I think for our kids, he's huge. He's absolutely huge. I mean, you should have seen when I first got home. So I used to let him out. Like, when I was down here, I would let him out and he would go outside for a bit. Hold on, where did that go? Okay, Sam, here. Hold on. There you go. Go back. All right, there you go. So I would let him outside and he would get like, exercise. So when I first came home, he was huge. I mean, way bigger than that because nobody let him outside because nobody can handle him like I can. Like he'll go outside, but he has to come in when it gets dark because, there's big predators out there. So but he wouldn't go inside for anyone else. So they kept him inside the whole time and he got fat as fuck because all he did was eat treats and wet food. So he's a lot thinner now, believe it or not. He's a lot thinner. So he is. He's a real, when I first got him, they wouldn't give him to me because they're like, he's not feral, he's wild. He's like a bobcat. So they didn't want to give him to me. I had to fight to get him. Now look at him. But I don't know. I just learned that YouTube is a pretty, sorry, I'm chewing gum. It's a pretty horrible place because kids understand this because they've grown up with it. But us adults, we kind of think when we make a friend with someone, we expect it to be like real friends. And it's not. Because when you make a real friend, you know about them, you know about their life, you know about their work. Hold on one sec. He's trying to out it. There you go. Buddy. There you go. There you go. All right. You know about their life. You know about their family. You know about their beliefs, and that's what you become friends with. You have the same beliefs and likes and dislikes as them. And then you come on YouTube and you don't really know anything about someone. I mean, half the creators don't even show themselves. You hear a voice, which, you could use a voice modulator. And for all you know, you're talking to like a 7-foot tall, like 60-year-old man, and you think you're talking to like a young woman or something. You don't know. You don't know if what they're saying is a lie or the truth. So unless you make friends with someone and talk to them outside of YouTube, you have no idea, So it's really easy to just talk shit about someone because you don't know them. You can get away with it because how can they find you? So people are much more likely to just, come at someone for no reason and have these really big balls about what they say because they think it's anonymous, So on one level, it's like, don't think you're friends with people on YouTube unless you go the extra effort because, you don't know enough to know if you're really friends with them. And on the other hand, that's why drama channels, are here and not in the real world, because in the real world, if you did that to someone, you get your ass kicked. I mean, in the real world, if people did what they did here, they get their ass kicked, or you get sued for defamation or something. But like here, it's like, who's going to waste their money on a lawyer on here unless it's something really extreme, But I mean, sorry a minute, Addison. That cat, I can't talk. Now that's a cat, not that. I get you. I get what you mean. Yeah, he's a huge cat. But I just kind of wanted to come on here and just kind of say, hey, Cat Jack, how are you? I just kind of wanted to say, because I know, I left, after that last live, I logged out. And, when I made that little comedy thing, that's the first time, I was on YouTube since whatever it was, October 16th or something crazy like that. And I'm sorry, a lot of people think that, everything was a lie and I made it all up, even though there's no proof of that. And there's no motive for that. Like, why would I lie? What would I have gotten out of it? I left. It's not like I lied so I could stay, or I lied to get out of like guilt. Like, if you were going to do that, wouldn't you stay? I mean, think about it. Why would I have lied? People don't lie for no reason. They lie because they're going to get something out of it. They lie for the payoff, whether that's money or fame or, whatever. So if I was going to lie, why would I lie and then take my memberships off and take all the money making off and disappear for 3 months? I mean, that's completely illogical. If I was going to lie, now I've been crying. If I was going to lie, I would have stayed. That's why I would have lied, to stay, to get away with something so I could stay. So if I wasn't going to stay, what would have been the point of causing all this mayhem, and making all these people mad that I lied if I wasn't going to stay? Like, hello? And that's why I say, when people make decisions based on emotions and hate without all disregard for facts and logic, you look like an absolute idiot. You do. And I hate to tell you, I mean, like I said, I haven't watched any of the videos, but I have a feeling if I did, I'd be like, you're an absolute idiot. I mean, you are an absolute idiot. You are sitting there talking about someone who was in the hospital, I was in the hospital when all of these lives were going on. Like, what kind of human are you that you're trying to bring down someone who isn't even there? Like, I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't at home. I was in a hospital bed. And y'all are talking shit. Like, you got a problem. And your problem isn't with me. Your problem is that you're a fucking loser and you're fucking pathetic. So, to all those creators, I never assumed or jumped to an conclusion. Yeah, well, thank you. And Pooh, I think that's why you're a reasonable, intelligent, unbiased person. Because when you look at it, it's like, it's not logical. Like saying that it's just not logical. Unless you're coming from a point of you already don't like me and you're looking for an inlet to call me out. And that's the whole thing. I'm going to call her out on her lies. Why do you care about me enough? You don't like me. You know, it's like, you don't like me. You think I'm a horrible person. So why are you wasting your time calling me out? Like, don't you have better things to do? Like, at any moment in time, you can do two things. You can either hang out with people who you like and have fun, you know, and do happy things, or you can think about someone you don't like and you can't stand and you want to call out, and you can sit there muddling in all your anger and hatred and negative thoughts and, you know, verbal diarrhea them all out. I mean, I don't know. But if you're the kind of person who is sitting here Friday evening writing paragraphs in my live, you're pathetic. I mean, how do you even know I'm live? Like, that's the thing. Let's think about some logic here. Okay? Let's think about some logic. People don't like me. They don't watch me. They don't know anything about me. How do they know I'm live? How do they know I'm live? I think maybe because they watch me. So why are they watching me if they don't like me? Because there's part of them that cares. And there's part of them that has emotions for me. Whether those emotions are love or jealousy or dislike, there is a part of people who care about what I do. Whether that's in a good way or a bad way, if you're talking shit about me, you have some feelings towards me. So to sit there, for the people who sit there and say, oh, I don't like her, I don't watch her, I don't know anything about her, then how do you know I'm live? And what are you doing here writing full on huge paragraphs trying to call me out? So I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. I'm going to do my own thing, right? I'm going to make my videos. I'm going to get back to the comedy. I'm going to do lives. I don't know if I'm going to have memberships again because I'm not dealing with drama. But, you know, for the people who don't like me, good luck to you. Good luck sitting in your little puddle of piss and bitch and hate and fucked upness. I mean, for real. Like, you got a problem. If your life is about trying to call someone out, you clearly don't have much of a life outside of YouTube, because I don't know. I wake up every day and the first thing I do is put Sam on my chest and we do our gratitudes. They watch it, but yeah, exactly. I mean, we all know the truth. You know, it's like, and that's why they have to say after every time they talk about something they've seen is, but I don't watch her. Okay. That's a sure sign way to let me know you're watching me. I mean, it's the kind of thing like, you know, a liar when they're lying because they talk too much. Like when someone lies, they add in all these little like extras. You know, where were you Friday night? They don't just say, oh, I was at a cafe. They're like, I was at a cafe and I had hamburgers and mousse. And oh, I remember, you know, they add all these extras in there. Like that's how you can tell someone's lying, you know? So it's like when you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I saw that she came back, but I don't watch her. It's like, okay, you didn't have to add that, but you did. So clearly, like you want to make sure people know, you know, I mean, I don't know. Exactly. I mean, it's a known fact. If you lie, you know, you add too many things and I don't know. So I'm done. Scum is horrible. I'm done with the drama. I'm not, I said this last time I came back and I made the mistake about, yeah, there's a lot of people in the bushes. And you know what? There are probably a lot of them who like me, and maybe they're afraid to say they like me, or, not everybody chats. Hey, Mrs. T. I mean, not everybody chats. I remember when I first came to YouTube, I didn't I went to plenty of like lives that I didn't say anything in or chat in. Like it takes a while before you get comfortable and start chatting, and stuff like that. So, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are here and are supportive, but they don't want to, chat. And then I'm sure there are, trolls in here, and that's fine too. I don't care, because whether you like me or are a troll, you care about me. Whether you care about me in a way such that you care enough to dislike me, or you care enough to like me, you still care about me, because you don't watch and spend time on things you don't care about. And, caring is a spectrum. There's like, don't like very much, like, love, it's a spectrum. So, if you're talking about me, you care about me, you're interested in me, maybe it's that I make you jealous. Maybe it's that, I ruffle your feathers, whatever, but you care. So don't say you don't. So all the trolls in here, thank you for caring. I don't care how, but I know you care. I know you think about me for whatever reason, but you think about me, because nobody comes somewhere and writes whole paragraphs and takes the time and da-da-da-da-da unless you care. They want to seem like they are telling the truth. Yeah. I mean, and it's like, you lie. Da, 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 da. I mean, nobody likes me. I don't care. Well, I like you. I like you. So there, but I'm that way too. I don't, I'm the kind of person who I would rather have 5 good friends than like 100 like acquaintances. And like I said, when I came here, I remember the first video I did, I just did it for fun because I thought I had this idea in my head and I just kind of wanted to make it into something. And I didn't do it because I thought anyone was going to watch it. I just kind of did it because it was fun and it grew. And I'm still at the place where I don't really care. I want to make things because I want to make them. And it's great that people care and watch them. But if they didn't, and I only had 100 subscribers and my videos only got like 2 views, that I would still make them. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to be popular or have friends because I have that in real life. I'm happy that I can do that here, and make friends here, but I don't need it. And I'm not here to make money. I have that in my real life, so, unfortunately, a lot of people talking about me don't have that because they seem to need to get validation and support and popularity and friendship and clicks and views through talking shit about people. And I'm just one of them. So, exactly. I mean, to make a live about someone else's live means you watch the whole thing probably multiple times, and then you've spent, my lives are usually an hour and a half, like max 2 hours, but usually an hour and a half. So, and they're talking in there. So then they're going to make like a 3-hour live all about me and maybe make multiple of those. Honey, you fucking care about me, whether you like it or not. I mean, you care and you're pathetic. So I don't know. Hey, Jackie Jude, how are you, girl? I don't know what happened. It's not my business. Well, thank you, Jenna. I appreciate that. I was very sick and I'm well now. And people want to think what they want to think. And I really don't care. I'm just glad I'm okay too. And thank you for accepting that. Because that's really all people should want to know. Like, oh, she's okay. We watch her, like, whatever, like, good. She's okay. She can make some funny things. I'll watch it. So thank you, Jenna. And I hope that you're doing well too. I do. So, and Happy New Year. I just thought Pooh thing about New Year's. So Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2025. Oh, my feet are getting cold. It's 2025. I still think the 80s were the best era. I'm glad I'm okay too, Jackie. Jackie, we should talk. I haven't talked to you in forever, ever. But anyway, and like I said, like these are the only people that I care about. The people who are saying like, good things here. Oh, my feet are cold. Sorry, I'm moving around. My feet are chilly. I want to put some socks on. But I mean, I don't care to change anybody's mind. I'm not here to change anybody's mind or like prove myself to anyone. Because if you like, and that's why I blocked all the people who were just like, you're a liar and you said this and we know this and nah, 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 nah. It's like, well, if you know that, then you know that. And I'm not going to change your mind. So if you think that that was me saying all that and you think I'm a liar and you think I faked everything, then okay, I'm not going to change your mind. Feel free to think it. Great. Good for you. I don't care. So I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm just here to say, for the people who care in a good way, that I'm here. I'm back. I'm healthy. I'm good. I don't look crazy like a cartoon figure anymore. I'm not like out of it half the time. So, I'm just glad to be back. And I'm glad to be back for the people who like me in a way. I mean, I'm just here to make funny things. I'm just here to look at the dumbness of life and make funny comments on it. I mean, I don't know. I just want to make people laugh. I don't really care, I mean, and I'm glad to see everybody. I'm like, I really missed you guys. I did. Like, it really sucked when I was like in the hospital and I couldn't have a device, didn't even have my phone. And it's like, I was just out of touch with the world. And it's really good to be back. I really miss this and I miss talking to you guys. And I missed, like I really thought about a lot of you. Hey, I love Alta. Thank you. And Happy New Year to you too. I mean, and I'm excited to like be back and make like new content and good content. And it's not going to be drama stuff at all. Like that's the other thing. I want people to know that I'm done with the drama. There's no more drama. If you want to talk about me, go for it. But I'm not watching any other channels. I'm not responding to any other channels. I don't give a shit about any other channels because I think those people are pathetic and I don't waste my time on pathetic people. So for the people who talk shit about me, I'm not going to waste my time on you because you're pathetic. So sorry if that's rude, but I'm just looking through the comments right now. I hope you guys are all okay. I'm just like reading everything. Well, that's all you can do is go day to day. I mean, that's life. I mean, we're all freaking getting older. I mean, like I said, I wake up every day and I do my gratitudes with my cat and I wake up happy and ready to face the world. And I'm like, I don't want to bring people down. Like, I'm not going to talk shit about people. Like, that's, negativity that I don't want in my life. So if other people want that in their lives, that's fine. And if other people want to talk about me, that's fine. But I'm not going to talk about you back. So I don't know. But I guess that's really all I wanted to say. Now I'm getting all, because Deal You Woo Poo made me cry. Deal You Woo Poo Poo Poo. Thank you. Blizzard's going on here. You know what? We already had our first earthquake. We had like a 5.0 earthquake like a couple of days ago, I think. And like it was crazy because I was sitting there and I could see like the chandelier swinging. And when you're looking at something and you stop for a sec, you're like, is that chandelier really shaking? Because normally, they don't. So I was sitting there and I'm like, is that shaking? And then I'm like, am I shaking? And I look over at my husband. He's like, is this an earthquake? I'm like, it's an earthquake. And my kids come running out. I'm like, we're having an earthquake. But, if you don't live in California, you're like, oh my God, you had an earthquake. Weren't you scared? But if you live in California, you're like, it's no big deal. It's kind of like a blizzard in the rest of the country. It's an earthquake to us. But we are going to Tahoe next week. So maybe I'll do a live from there. Because when we went, was it last year? I think or 2 years. No, it was last year because Pooh is still with me. Maybe I'll do a live from there and we'll go sledding or something fun. But I just, I just want to have fun with you guys. Like, no more drama, no more bullshit, just fun and fun and fun and all that. And if you guys have ideas for what you want, great. I don't really know if I'm going to do memberships or a Discord. I think I'm just going to like do my content and talk to you guys here and in the comments, and like the rest of it, whatever to whatever. But I would love to be in a blizzard right now, believe it or not. I really miss snow, which is why I have to go to Tahoe once a year. And my kids miss snow. Like, they're so excited to go to Tahoe. If you don't live in snow, like, I wouldn't want to live in snow. I would die if I lived in snow. But I like snow for maybe like 5 days. Like, that's good enough for me. But if I had to scrape my windshield, I'd be pretty fucking sad. Sunday's going to be wild. See, I like laying in a room and seeing the snow outside. Like, the place we stay at has these huge windows in the living room, and you just see the snow coming, and it's so pretty. See, and that's how life should be. Life should be all about happiness and fun and good naturedness. And like, that's the other thing. Why is it all women who do this? Like, you never see men doing this. You never see, oh, we got 18 inches last year here, which was ridiculous. So that was crazy. But you don't see men doing this. You don't see men like, with these drama. Like, it's all women. Like, women are all like, oh, no, women are horrible to other women. Like, women are the worst. They are the absolute worst. We are more horrible to each other than anybody else. I mean, we as like a gender bring our own selves down. Like, feminists wonder, why are we equal to men? Why don't we make? Because you deal with too much bullshit. Like, go to work and just work. Don't be thinking about drama. Like, women kick their own asses with this whole drama bullshit. So, I mean, I love watching the snow too. Like, we had 18 inches here, and I remember I made like sled runs down the back. It was great. But anywho, I just wanted to come back and say I was back and let everyone know I was okay, and let everyone know that if you believe me, great. If you think I'm a liar, great. I don't really care. I'm not going to sit here and fight with you. I'm not going to sit here and entertain your drama. So just go bye-bye and to your little whatevers, go crawl in a rock in a hole in the ground. If you don't like, I don't care. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't like you either. Move on, right? So with that, it's like 5:30. Need to go cook dinner for my family. So I will say, I love you guys. I missed you guys, and I'm glad to be back. And I'm glad to be back where I'm in a place where I am healthy and cognizant and not half brain dead and not all whacked out in the head. And, we can like have a good time and have some fun. I feel a lot better. I think I look a lot better. And it's going to be, it's going to be good. So if you want some good, clean, happy, good times, stay tuned. If you want to be hateful and yada, yada, go do that. So with that, I will say, love you. Thank you for coming. You could be anywhere on a Friday night, but you just spent like an hour and a half with me. Thank you to the haters who also care enough to spend time with me. And I will see you next week. Okay? Bye, everybody. I love you guys. And Dealy Whoopoo, you should email me too. If anybody wants to email me, because I would love to hear from people. And I don't think I'll do a Discord. So you can talk to me through email, because I would love to do that. And Mr. Port, send me your phone number. I want to talk to you. All right? And Gone Girl, send me an email. I love you guys. And thank you for just being supportive and being nice and being cool. So I love you guys. Thank you. And have a good Friday night. Bye.